Oh, I forgot the webcam. Webcam coming up. Hmm. Ah, I can hear myself. That's good. I tried to optimize the sound settings. I think they're better than last time. Let's say that. 4 people waiting. Wow, what's that? What is this sudden influx of audience? I am honored. Though it's actual, real trades. Yep, simple goal. Yes, AI ready, loaded. Okay, trying to shake all the tiredness and just get to work. So we recap last time. We made this. I improved this a little after the stream. Got a nice profit value here. This is the profit for 100% reinvestment. So after every trade, for every trade we use the whole balance we have. If the trade was bad, the balance goes down a little. If the trade goes up, balance goes up. So in either case, we use everything that we have for these trades. So basically the profits are multiplied, not added, because adding doesn't make that much sense after I thought about it. And yeah, so for this one example, we get 7.34% profit, which sounds very nice. But of course, as people have pointed out, it's just one example. And I tune the sliders, of course, to work for this one example. And we don't know yet if the same sliders will work for other examples, but of course I know that. There's no point in telling me that. Of course I know that already. It was just the first step and a very nice example. Yeah, so if we're going to go to real world trading, we need to check out the real world conditions. Many of them are listed here. For example, the fees. Although I'm not sure if these are the exact fees, because there's limit and there's a market. Market has more fees. And the other really important thing is min trade num here. This is the smallest position you can open in terms of, for example, Bitcoin or whatever you're trading or betting on. Because if you go below that, the position will not open. So if you start with $1, which is kind of symbolic and nice, it may turn out you can't even open the position because it's just too small. Or if you start with a higher value and you lose a few trades, you might drop below this and you can't open a position. So we have to really make sure we honor this one here. And I've loaded this in the bot. Here it is for all the coins. I even sorted this alphabetically, just to be a bit nicer. And here's my favorite coin, TRB, yes. What's this? Hello. That's broken layout. That's not good. Let's try it again. Run. And inspect again. Who broke this? This worked 5 minutes ago. Okay, maybe it's... Yeah. I did change a little thing, so maybe that's the point. Get product variable. Tradable. I looked it up and you can write tradable with E and tradable without an E. I thought this looked better, so I went with this. We can get this, which is a map, and we can query our favorite coin. And there we go. These are the parameters. So mint rate num is 0.01. And with a price of approximately $16 or $15, how much is that? Mint rate num. Is it a string? Yes, of course it's a string. Now it's a number. Can we get the current price somehow? Well, let's assume it's 15 times this. Right, so it seems 15 cents is an acceptable position. So, oh, big raise. Wherever you are, welcome. Bollocks. Is it meaning, are you meaning to insult us? We don't care for insults here. So yeah, that's nice. It actually means we could start with $1 with this particular coin. I like this idea. I tell people, yeah, you install this, you get this login, you put in $1, you click start trading, and it will make money. That would be a very, very nice sales pitch for sure. Yeah, current price. Don't know how we get this right now. In trade num example, let's just store this. Yeah. Okay, so we need to consolidate all this ticker data, I think. So we have this archive with all the zip files. Yeah, and let's remove these files. These are duplicates now. This is the unzipped version. Let's make a quick function for this. Delete files when zipped version exists. Nice speaking name. Oh, let's just do it for one file. It's kind of safer. Let's say if. Is it if or when? It's an important distinction in proper English. Delete file if zip version exists. So append to file name .zip. And if let's return a boolean here, or yes, or let's return the zip file. So if the file exists and the zip file exists, and yeah, you could put more safety stuff in here, like check if the file is not actually empty or whatever. But let's go with this here. Then we delete the file and return the zip file. Otherwise, we return nothing. Delete file, I think, is a weird function. It returns true or false, so it may fail quietly. It's a strange function that fails quietly, returns false. Other functions we throw exceptions if they fail. So I think I have something here, assert success. So that's the normal version of the function that does the deletion, and if it can't delete, it throws an exception. So we can use this here. So let's see if it's correct. File, zip file. It looks reasonable to me. Maybe we should make a copy because these ticker files are kind of important stuff to us. archive 2. Copy all zip files to archive 2, just in case. Copy, copy, copy. And then we find the right starting place here. Somewhere we get the ticker directory. Where is it? Where is my ticker directory? Oh, it must be in here for sure. Delete zipped. Delete uncompressed ticker files that have been zipped. Tickers archive here. File if zipped version exists. Do I have to type this? I guess I have to type this. Version exists file. Yep, looks good to me. Quick recompile. Bollocks. Whatever this fella is trying to tell us. I really don't know. Somebody who speaks in riddles, it appears. Okay, we have made copies here, so I think it's fairly safe to actually run this. It's deleting big files can take a moment. It's not instant because of all the file tables that have to be updated. And oh yeah, there's our update. Deleted. Great. Yes, all the zips are still there. So we can remove this subdirectory. Okay, that was that. And yeah, so if I want to look at the live feed, I do need some data from earlier, depending on what my lookback is. So if the algorithm looks at the price 30 minutes ago, we definitely need data from 30 minutes ago at least. And it's not clear if this file always contains enough data, because you can rotate these files and everything. But we may assume for the moment maybe that it does, just to get started. The date here is the 4th, yeah, somewhere last night, sometime last night. It's not ideal, but maybe we can work with this right now. I just want to get things started quickly. So we do have these, the live graph, right? Live candles graph. That should be a good starting point. Live candles view. Live candle maker. That still works, right? Yes, it still works. We can get some candles. Yep, and it moves. Excellent. And the magic is in here. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, we surely need more than 1 minute. Mm-hmm. Mm. This works, but it only sends the data to this candle maker and not anywhere else. You can't really get the data out here. It's like one closed box. So, yeah, we just do a similar thing, I guess. Yeah, we have all these classes we want to use. We have ticker sequence, where you can add values. Oh my god, 1 second. Yep, yep, yep. Interesting. No driving tomorrow. 2 cars broke down actually over the course of 2 days. 2 different cars broke down, so acute lack of cars. For some reason, it means that I don't drive tomorrow. So I can stay up as long as I want, basically. Isn't that cool? I don't know if it changes my plans or not. It's interesting. So we have ticker sequence and we have this ticker point, which could also be just the end of the sequence. Yeah, so we want this growing sequence object. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, let's just hack something together. Live ticker sequence for GRB. Robot, whatever, live ticker sequence. So same thing as before, but it's not just for the candle maker, it's the general object that any other object can get the data from. So like a service running in the background that holds the history and latest entries. I think that should do the trick. So what do we have? We have this factory, we have ticker files, we have the coin. Let's read the whole file for now. Let's hope it's not too slow. Ticker file. Latest file. Okay. Candle maker we don't need. We need our ticker sequence. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can say get or create for sure. Get or create floating variable. Live ticker. So if it exists, we will just return it, and if it doesn't exist, we start following the file. Uh, uh, we need another variable for the action object. So we can stop the action when the project is closed. Proper cleanup. Live ticker updater. Start 0. Let's start at the beginning. It's a special function tail file line-wise from start. Yes. Okay. Start. So it's all a lot simpler. This goes away. This goes away. Yes, it's very short now. Just this one line. And we return the ticker sequence. And here, yeah, I want to add the new prices, but only yeah, if the price doesn't change. I don't want to add a new entry because we get so many entries otherwise. How about a new method here? Add if price changed. So if if this, yeah, wait. Yeah, if there's no data, we add. And if the last price is different from the new price, then we also add. I'm only worried about long periods where the price doesn't change. Maybe that confuses the bot, but I mean, in crypto world, how often does it happen that the price doesn't change at all for a long time? That is really rare for actual cryptocurrencies, so maybe not that much of a problem. So, ticker, oh, I called it TS here, ticker. Ticker, add if price changed, price time. And add this function here. Yeah, I think it could work actually. I guess we generally just stick to one coin for the first experiments. It's enough work, I would say. I could do 80 coins in parallel, but okay, what happened here? Somehow I broke my own functions. File int object. Okay, this is the new type. this should compile now. And this other function, I will probably not compile. Now it may compile. I went through 3 different data types for functions in JavaX. First, I just had object for reasons. Then I had this kind of base class, and then I switched to an interface. These interfaces are more flexible and work with lambdas in Java, so yeah, that's why I have to adapt functions sometimes, because JavaX evolved over time. Yeah, but Bitcoin doesn't have as much action as my preferred coin here. This coin just has more percent action. Bitcoin is so large, like a large ship, it doesn't move that quickly, right? This coin is just moving a lot more. That's why I like it. We can definitely do Bitcoin also. But I think with Bitcoin you need more leverage, probably. Let's see. Okay, live ticker sequence. It should be idempotent, so let's just run. Okay, we have a sequence of length 0. What if I run it again? Okay, still 0, that's not so much. Okay, let me see what's happening. Apparently nothing is being added. Yeah, but let me just grab the variable. Live ticker. Okay, it's still 0. Something's not quite working. Yeah, I'm not completely sure what liquidity means yet. It's a bit beyond my horizon right now. We'll find out when we make the first trades. So what's happening here? Where's what's happening? Ticker file. Okay, let me clear the variable. Delete. Delete. Is it even starting the whole thing? Ticker file, yeah, it is starting the thing. It's the right file, all right. Or maybe this just doesn't work, actually. Add if price changed. Maybe this fancy new function I made just doesn't actually work. If is empty or different price, add. Yeah, that's correct, though. Is empty is clearly true. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, slippage is surely something to keep in mind and to test. Come on, I want this to work now. Yeah, it's just not calling the update. Uh, let's look at the first line. Head, -1. Theory. Okay, these are floating points. Or are they? Oh man. Solving boring bugs in front of an audience. It's always amazing. Here's our ticker file. First line. Nope. Yes. Nope. No, but I copied this code from somewhere else. It should work. It never called the new price thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, I defeated myself. Yeah. I just, yes. Yeah. I made a lambda instead of actually doing the thing. I think now we're in much better position here. We just restarted, so yeah. Okay, close to the thing now. Tail line rise from start. File in the yeah. Okay, I think this should do it. Then we have our live ticker, and then we run the bot on the live ticker, get some signals. Yep, let's try. Yeah, it's growing. Good. It grew quickly to these entries, and now it only grows when the price changes. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Perfecto. Yeah. Yeah. There's our live ticker. We maybe want to synchronize some stuff. Is this synchronized? No, it's not. Is a problem? Maybe. Because this is concurrent. It's updating in one thread. We're accessing in another thread. That's a bit nasty. Well, we might just get away with it for now. The price doesn't change a lot, really. Let's keep this problem in mind, but forget it for now. Okay, this is our object. No. Oh, we don't have this logic yet. We only have a backtest on historic data. Then we need a bit more infrastructure for live trading. Because here in this function, we find the closing time and we keep track of the crest, etc. This is just in a function. We need to put this thing in an object so it can, the object can stay alive while the position is open, actually. So we have position. We could put it all in position, actually. Let's put this variable in there. It's relatively elegant, I guess. Although, yeah, why not? Why not? Highest puppet this position has reached. Same with this one, I guess. Latest closing time. This is actually the opening time, so the ticker we also have. And we can use this function here, which calculates on demand. Okay. Now we have our maximum closing time. Yeah, I'm just transferring this function into the object, position object. This just happens when new data comes in. We calculate the current profit. Yeah, it is a bit different. Position is the position that is opened, historic or whatever. Closed is when it's closed, but we have different object when it's like live and being updated. So that's kind of actually a different object, I think. This position object doesn't have a timestamp. It just exists. So I think it makes sense to have a new one. Record live position. Yeah. Then we can, in the live position, we can store the current profit. And we can store the last timestamp that was updated. Something like this. Yeah, I think that's kind of logical. And then we need this magic test here for the actual close condition. Should close We could put the juicer in here also. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. So either if the time reached is closing time, yes, or if this profit condition is reached, then we close the position. Yep, that's reasonable logic. Yeah, they are actually two different things. The open position and the live position, they are logically different. Max closing time is a function. And you should never put spaces between the function name and the parentheses, right? Nobody ever does this. This is completely wrong. This is correct. Always remember that. So your code doesn't look ugly. Most important rule. Cannot convert from double to long. Yeah, we have this double to long misunderstanding. Where was it actually? It's, yes. Okay, it's a double, whatever. Oh yeah, or as we call it here, it's a real. I'm not even consistent. Sometimes I use double, sometimes I use real. Could use double, it's just a synonym. Okay, compiles, it's a good sign. Here's a nice thing we could do. We have this I object, right? That tells us whether we should open a position, but we could also return a percent value. Like how close are we to signal? So the bigger the move is across this time that is defined, the closer we are to actually opening a position. So yeah, we could just say if it's -1 or smaller, or 1 or bigger, it's an actual signal. And if it's like 0.5 or -0.5, it's not a signal, but it's a pre-signal. It's like, oh, this is getting closer to a signal. And we can have like nice live bars for all the coins, and that, and if one of the bars reaches the limit, it's a signal. So that would be kind of interesting, I think. So, or we can also plot the graph of these pseudo signals, or whatever you call them, over time. So advice direction is only called here. Yeah, it's defined here. Yeah, it's only called once. And outside of the class, I don't think it's called really. Yeah, so we can simply say if abs of direction is less than 1, we should not open. And let's make a little comment so we at least kind of remember what we're doing here. Returns -1 to open short, 1 to open long, and anything in between to nothing. And then, yeah, if there's no data available, we return 0. And here we don't have this threshold, but we just say move divided by min move. Actually, we have double ratio for this purpose because that doesn't have division by zero. That's division without division by zero. A very useful function. And we have the absolute value. Wait, no, we store this thing here. Relative move. And if, yeah, we just limit this to -1 and 1. So from -1 to +1. I think that should be the logic here. We can see if the example from yesterday still works, which would be a good sign here. Yes, that's our example. And we'll check if it still works. Right now it does. I think Giovanni left us 2 people watching. Yeah. But it was a visit without fights. Yay! A non-fighting visit, that's good. Actually productive, constructive. Yeah, it still works, it's all fine. And oh yeah, we should put the live ticker in the auto start. I think it is ready for auto start. Live candle maker. We're creating a lot of stuff here, but anyway. Run on project open. Prio 11. Yes. Okay. Nice. It's updating. Because most of this is for the user interface and for the drawing, etc. Remove plateaus we already did. Where do we create AI and stuff? Here. Okay. This we just copy. Ticker. Like test, probably we don't even need. Need our parameters, which were uh, 31.45, 0.65, and 2.25. How about we make a simple constructor that just takes these 4 values, so we don't have to make the I and the juicer and this and that. We just say new training bot and put in these 4 values for convenience. Convenience. This actually isn't really correct anymore. Doesn't matter. Yeah, here, training bot. Double look back minutes. Min move. Max loss and pullback. I'm memorizing my own parameters. The 4 magic parameters. Okay, so it's not even that hard. It's just, this is a simple I with look back minutes in milliseconds, and min move stays as it is, and reducer is just receiving these true values. Boom. Files, yes. Yeah, see how compact that is. We don't even need this, I think. And neither we need this. We need almost nothing. It's very short now. Pretty good. This is milliseconds. Yeah. Okay, fine. But, and we can actually just ask this here, advanced direction. Ticker point is what we need, and ticker point yeah, can make a little function for this. If we want the point at the end of the sequence, we do synchronized. It's not thread safe, but don't look too hard. If Java programs are not thread safe, yeah, what happens? Have you learned this in school already? What it means if a program is not thread safe? What it means in practice? If you know, please write in the chat. And last point. Take a point, this, and does it take? It takes the timestamp, which is called end time. Yep. Okay. Now we may go to Bitcoin or Ethereum instead of the small coins. Completely open for that. The BitGet copy traders, they usually do Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's like by far the most popular coins they do. When they do these 50x positions, I mean, I'm thinking now that 50x is insane leverage. It's really, really brave or crazy, one of these. I'm thinking we go more to 5x leverage or 10x, not these crazy, crazy positions. Well, we'll see. Live ticker, last point. Let's see what that does. Yes, it's a ticker point. That's fine. So we can say bot I advise direction. No answer to the threading question. Too bad. Oh, interesting. We have an answer. Oh, it's changing? Why it's changing? Is it changing so quickly? That's interesting. How was it changing this quickly? So this is not a strong signal at all. This is really like not strong. Now it's 0. Let's look at the live candle view. You should have a list of like the popular showcase scripts. We are showing, I think, 0.1%. Yeah, the default is 0.1%. Yes. And let's show a few more kinds. Our current bot looks back 30 minutes. So oh, we have 40 candles, and the candles are how long? Also the default, which I think is 1 minute, right? Yeah. Okay, so we actually see 40 candles. Yeah, we need to add these like tooltip and everything that we made last time. Also to this one here. These are 40, so here 30 minutes. Yeah, it's true. If you look back 30 minutes, from here to here, there's 30 minutes. We are at the exact same point. So the movement within 30 minutes is 0. This is a time where absolutely nothing is happening with this coin. So it's correct that the impulse, the signal is almost 0. Remember, if this was 1 or -1, it would be our signal for short or long. So now it's exactly 0. Yeah, okay, but it's actually a working thing. We can make this live, update live. Yeah, enable shortcut. Is it a short calculation? I guess it is. The shortcut every seconds. Oh, great. I didn't write if it's seconds or anything else. Oh, it is in seconds. The whole calculation. Right. Calculate every second also. There it is. And let's format a little better direction, and we use format double. Let's just round to a percent value. Direction times 100. Round it. Yes, -11. Make it all bigger. Add a little percent symbol. And I want a plus, right? If it's plus, I want a plus symbol. Like an explicit plus. Plus. Explicit plus. Yeah, with explicit plus. We have it. Empty if 0. No. Int the string with explicit plus. That's simple enough. With explicit plus. And we put a nice frame around it. Reload, baby. Great signal for TRB. That's maybe a bit too big. Okay. I just produced some exceptions, I'm sure. Yes. Exceptions should be shown better. There should be like a little symbol here. That would be cool, right? If we just in this somewhere here in the window get a little error symbol when an internal exception was made. Right now I have to check the log and the log keeps moving, so it's hard to read. Null pointer exception. Okay. Why no? Is it not initialized? Let's check the cases here. If there's no live ticker, we return no live ticker. Yep, that's very good. It's very expressive. But I have an auto start. Oh, yeah. If we press the control key, it will stop the auto start. Apparently I pressed the control key. It's a safety measure. Yeah, there we have it. Minus 25%. Let's check out the candle view. Okay, yeah. See, there's a move happening. It's going down, so we're closer to signal. Cool, actually. I think I could put this in the center here. Full center. Okay, maybe a bit bigger. Yeah, there's no way, I think, to make this not cut off here. I want this just wide enough so it doesn't cut off. Maybe that's a smart trick. Let's say we only use the RB, okay. And then we say, oh, we have with title, I think, with centered title, trade signal. Okay, that's pretty good. And maybe just a little spacing, that's always good. We have a margin. And what do we have? We have bold available, centered bold title. And maybe a colon. What do you think? Colon or no colon? Yeah, the answer to the question, I don't know, maybe you didn't understand the question that I asked earlier, is what does a non-thread safe program do? A non-thread safe program usually works, except sometimes when the timing is wrong or when you give it more to do or do more things in parallel, it will cause errors. So thread safety errors are the worst problems you can have in a program, because they usually don't appear unless there's a lot of action, and then you have no idea where they're coming from. So you should really make sure that programs are thread safe. one of the harder things. Some say it's one of the hardest things in programming. Debatable. Alrighty. I think that's pretty neat here. Something you can save. TRB live trade signal. Single signal. We could put this side by side with the candles view, etc. The possibilities are endless. Clear for auto run? Yeah, sure. Why not? Live trade signal. World trade signal. No. Right. We could do something similar for the close signal, right? Yeah, I could. For sure. So here, the closing condition was this here. Either it's beyond our loss tolerance or pullback has occurred. So here we can have a percentage, and here we can also have a percentage. How far are we into the pullback? Yeah, why not? Let's keep this one as it works, and close signal. 1 or greater to close. Otherwise, keep open. So if max closing time, yeah, theoretically you could also have this as a percentage. Yeah, sure. How far are we into the closing time? That's our first value, so we have a maximum here. It's because either of these is a trigger. We have between opening time and closing time. And there should be a transformation function. We transform a range from opening time to max closing time into the range 0 to 1. So I have some functions for this. It's called clip, live, blah, blah, from 0 to 1, 0 to 1, clamp to. I don't have a function just for the opposite or something. Clamp to? No. No, that's just restricting. Transform to 0 to 1. That's the one I wanted. X and the range, yes. Exactly. Transform to 0, 1. It's not clamping. No, it's not clamping. Line. And you can put the range in. Yes. Yes, that's number 1. Then we have let's do it a bit differently. Signal is this first case. How close are we to the max closing time? How close are we to our loss limit? So only if profit is less than 0, we check this value. Signal is max of signal and This ratio helps. We need to check this here. However, this may be negative, so if crest is low and pullback is high, then this may actually be negative. I don't think it matters, actually. So we have our current profit. Yeah, we go from the crest to crest minus pullback. Crest is the highest we ever were. Minus the pullback is where we exit the position. So that's our range. So we transform again, transform from 0 to 1. Transform the profit from crest to this. Because that's 0 to 1. That's actually, I think, correct. Huh, am I not smart? I figured this out here, right? I figured out this. I made this right now. I think it's correct. May also be not correct, but I think all the logic parts are in there. Let's say that. How close are we to pullback limit? Whatever. No driving tomorrow. I could work all night if I have the energy. I don't know. Opening time undefined? Yeah, we can fix that. Don't worry. We can fix. Meet Gazelle mugs. Urgently. Opening time. That's just returning the field. Oh, trade signal. Minus 31%. Getting hot, aren't we? Coin heating up. Excitement. Action. Change. Where? Okay, there's my window. I made it small. Screenshot. I resized the window and then wondered where it is. Once again, defeating myself. Okay. Yeah, we could simply open a position just for fun. We have already opened positions. It happens, yeah. Self-defeat sometimes happens. Only in the small things, hopefully. Wow, it's booting really nicely. And this boot, it started from like a fresh Java virtual machine. It connected to BitGet, got all the passwords. It loaded the tickers, history, and it's giving us trade signals. It's initializing very nicely. So, yeah, also in our slider demo here, we are missing 2 more parameters, I think. Oh, this doesn't even have a search. Okay, here it is. One is maximum position duration, which is 1 hour here, I think. And the other one is leverage. So magic leverage, because leverage changes things. I realized it changes things more than I thought. Let's say you make 10% loss, right, on a position with leverage 1. If you do the same thing with leverage 2, you make 20% loss. So now you have only 80% left instead of 90%. And let's assume it's one of the earlier positions, and then afterwards you do more positions. Or the order doesn't even matter. If you combine this with more positions, all the bad positions turn way worse. And maybe an extreme example could show this, like loss 10% with leverage 1. It means you keep 90% of your money, right? So if you do a loss 10% with leverage 9, for sake of argument, you keep only 10% because you lose 90%. So here you have a factor of 0.9. Here you have a factor of 0.1. And let's assume here you made a win afterwards, 10%, leverage 1. That would mean it's 90% times 110%. That will be your total, right? After one loss and one win. Here, if you have win 10% with leverage 9 also, you would have 10% times 10% win with leverage 9 is 90% win, so 190%. And I think these numbers are actually just not identical. So since we are in a programming language here, I can just calculate. 90% times 110%, right? And the other one is 10% times 190%. And they are wildly different. In fact, the first one is almost the same. You are almost at the same value you were before. You lost 1% with leverage 1. But down here, you would think if with leverage 9, you would lose 9%. Leverage 9 means multiplied by 9. But it's not how it works. Because the first position is so devastating that you never get back up again with your plus 10%. This does not fix this. So actually you have less than 20% with leverage 9. And of course, if you do leverage 10 and you don't have, and it's an isolated position, you lose everything. With leverage 10, you would be liquidated. With too much leverage, you get busted anyway. Even if you don't get busted, you have to take into account that every loss hurts more with leverage. Yeah, probably Giovanni knew this, but I didn't know this until I thought about yesterday. So loss example, how leverage makes loss position much worse. Yeah, you got that right. So I mean, that's why in this, if we add leverage here as another slider, just for experimentation, it will change the thing over here, and it may even show you minus 100% if you put in too much leverage. And the maximum time, closing time, is also kind of interesting. Yeah, do I want to do this right now? Let me think about it over some more iced tea. That's a good idea, right? One of you didn't press the thumbs up button. I'm really disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I'll never talk to you again. If I find out who didn't press the thumbs up button. Just kidding. Yeah, is it complicated? Leverage, leverage, leverage. Do we put leverage in? Yeah, where does it even go? Does it go into the whole bot, but I mean, you could have different leverage for different positions. I mean, this maximum duration is simple. We can just put that in, actually. Yeah, let's do that quickly. So many scripts, I'm not finding any. Oh, I can click on this nice edit button here, which takes me right to the script. Oh, and I wanted to do something nice. I wanted to have a field called superseded by. If you have one version of the script and there's a version 2, I want a pointer to that version 2. Because that's useful. I find myself looking for different versions of the same script all the time. Let's do that quickly, maybe. Left arrow. Here. Did I have something like this? Nope. Preceded by, and it's a kind of reference. Ideally, yes. Is there a newer version of this script? At least I have the field now. I don't know if it works. Oh, the thumb is there. Yes. You have redeemed yourself. I think I'm having fun. Programming turned like more fun. It was way harder. Streaming also turned more fun for some reason. This trading bot project is just actually more satisfying, I think, than what we did before. Because it's closer to an actual application. Before I made these nebulous mega projects that never seemed to be completed. And this is also work, but it's kind of, you can see it's only taking a few days until it does something, whether it works or not, but it's just more manageable. Okay, we have probably this new field now. No, we don't. Why don't we have this new field? Strange. I thought it should show this new field here. Okay, it's for another day, it doesn't matter. I want to make version 2 anyway. Training web sliders is version 2. And we add the it's all another time slider, right? Yeah, it is. Slider max duration. Oh, how about max hold? Hold position. Max hold. No, max duration is fine. Max position duration, maybe it's a bit clearer. Max duration. And we go in minutes, I guess. This was also in minutes. Yes. And maximum minutes, I think, should be. Our default was 60 minutes. And our maximum is maybe 24 hours. I think a longer position than 24 hours is not what we currently want. It's conceivable. I mean, sure. I mean, why not? Let's say times 24. Let's say 7 days. Maybe the slider is unusable. We do this. Let's do 24. Max 24 hours for now. It's maybe already too much for the slider. I don't know. Okay, look back. Time increment. Max duration time increment. It's also 1 minute. Here. Max duration time increment. NPM max session duration. In from slider max blah 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 blah. Max duration time increment. Max duration. Let's call it max hold here just to confuse everyone. Moment minutes. PM. Max duration. Max position duration. And we have to put the slider somewhere. Which is maybe in the first line. There's enough space, I think. And then here, little max hold. Slider max duration. Okay. Yeah, but there's an exception. I can smell the exception as per usual. Show me the exception. Yeah, there it is. Max position duration not found. Yep, it's not. It's not settable. Also, it's a long, not a real. Why is it long? Let's go with real. Yep, max hold. Okay. Yeah, let's put the leverage in there too, right? Then it's complete. What's the time? Yeah. Okay, max closing time. Yep. We go with double now. You could just go all double, go full floating point. Makes life easier. That still looks like an exception. Moment minutes, double not found. Okay. There's a fix for that. Format minutes. Minutes. Okay, it's back, and we are now at. Oh, interesting. Apparently, we changed the max hold time, right? We are now at max hold 271 minutes. I put some funky default in here. That's not the one I wanted. What did I put? I put in 60. I thought. No, what? What's the value? Something really small. What is even happening? This is in minutes. What? Max hold. I'm mildly confused. Let's move the slider around. Does nothing. Okay, it does nothing because it's not in our update list. Slider max. What? No. No and no. No. Bad computer. Bad. No. Yes. Exactly. Okay. Why is the profit going up that much? That's really interesting. What is this? Is it a fluke? Is it real? I mean, I thought before that if we have a limit, this is 24 hours, so if we have a limit of 1 hour, we don't get the big moves. I really like to take advantage of this big move in one position. One position is always better than having 5 positions because every time you have fees and slippage. So if you have one big position instead of 5, it's better. So if you start here and end up there, it's the cleanest position and the best profit. So, oh, it's the wrong version. Here, version 2. Okay, max hold 0 minutes should actually give us no positions. There's something wrong here. Oh, we may have entered the loop, in fact. Ah, yeah. I think we have an endless loop. Interesting. Max hold. Yes, what happens if a position is closed immediately? Maybe we're not actually advancing at all. I think it's an endless loop, actually. Here. And user close position. No, we always move to the next timestamp. Strange. Strange. But it's going to be a shitload of positions anyway. We're basically going to have one position per price change. Let's have a maximum here, or a minimum for the maximum duration. So let's say absolute max, minimal max duration. These names are getting horrible. Minimum max duration. At least a minute, right? Yeah, max position duration. Okay, and we say actual max position duration. Max position duration. Or, yeah, when setting it, we can impose the limit. Max position duration. Max of the requested value. Here, let's put a funny name in what the user wants. And no max duration. Direct user. If they are stupid. It's getting late. I'm getting what's the word? Silly. I'm getting silly. The word is silly. Max position duration. Yeah. Now, whatever we select here, it's always going to be at least 1 minute, so we have some reasonable action. I still think it's endless loop. This down here, up here, means it's consuming 1 core. It's definitely an endless loop, although I'm not sure why. That should be fixed now, I think. It's still a lot. If you have 1 minute maximum time and you make a position every minute, it's 80,000 positions per day. It's not so bad. We have another endless location. There we go. Yeah, and we wanted to add the leverage. Yeah, let it compile first. I think we should have 3 processes. We have this ticker process that gathers all the ticker data that should run independently all the time. Then we have this experimentation process where we can recompile a lot and restart a lot. And thirdly, we should have the execution process where the actual positions are opened and closed, which also runs independent and is not updated when you change the code or something. So we have these 2 stable processes and then this experiment process. So 3 different Java processes, actually. If you put the ticker in the same process as the executive bot part, but I like to separate these, I think, because we get these nice ticker values all the time. I don't want to interrupt this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is looking nice, actually. I mean, this is perfect. This is just the positions I wanted here. This is one big short. This is one big long. This is excellent. This is just super excellent. This in the beginning is a little weird, but we probably, if we increase this part here, they probably disappear. Yeah, we'll see. Yep. Okay, max hold. Yeah, too long doesn't work because we only have 24 hours. Too short. Yeah, okay, it works. We get shorter positions here and the profit decreases. Even going negative, oh my god. Oh, and I should adapt, I think, this adversity value. I think the real adversity value, the fees are actually like this on the platform. These are the worst of the standard fees. You get 0.12% for opening plus closing. And then there's slippage. So we could maybe say slippage is this or something. Or we could get a nice number and we could say 0.2 is our total adversity. Oh, my adversity is another factor here, I guess. Another slider, theoretically. Because with these many positions, the adversity will kill us now. This profit should go negative. But if we have these long positions, adversity only matters once per position. That's the nice thing. If you have one position that runs for a really long time, makes a lot of profit, you only have this adversity once. So fewer positions are basically better. Yeah, now profit is really bad because you have so many positions, but go here, see them converge. Damn. 9.62%, that's really cool. My bank only gives me... Don't banks give like negative interest now or something? Banking has become so crazy. I think negative interest is even a thing. Well, If it's positive, it's not a lot, at any rate. Okay, last slider is leverage. Yeah. So put that, is that where? Maybe here, next to the profit. So we have slider leverage, and this is just an integer number, so we don't need all this multiplication stuff. It's kind of elegant. The minimum is 0. No, it's not leverage 0. No, it is leverage 1, of course. It's the minimum. The maximum can be, for some coins on BitGet, you can get 125 leverage, which is utter madness. I think we should maybe stick with 10 for now or so. Maybe 25. I can justify 25. Maybe. Still a lot. The fees also multiply. Slider leverage. Leverage. Increment. Oh yeah, we just remove this factor thing. That's that. We don't forget to put our slider in here. Leverage. And we show it somewhere. Max loss pullback. Yep. And yeah, here we get the profits from each position. And there is where we apply our leverage, actually. So let's make a function. Apply leverage to profit. Yeah, we need to convert the profit to... No, we don't need to convert anything, actually. It's just profit times leverage. But, okay. Okay, turns out it's just a multiplication. Basically, unless we say we cap it at 0. Yeah, basically it's just a multiplication. That's a super interesting function. Let's make it anyway. But wow, that was one interesting function. Profits and transactions. No, for profits. For profit in profits, profit times leverage. Our leverage is this. And we just cap it at 0 because if I don't have cross positions. So cross positions are positions where you take money from elsewhere in your account to fill your bad position. We don't do that. We have loss limits anyway. Yeah, this ties into the loss limit. If you have a loss limit of 0.65%, leverage 10, you can have a loss of 6.5%. Roughly. So we're never going to go below 0 here. Let's just say max 0, yes. So if you bust, you bust. You don't take money from elsewhere to try to avoid this. apply leverage. And if any of these is 0, the whole thing is 0. So it's basically being liquidated. Yeah, I think it's actually correct. Yeah. Oh, wait, how did everything get so much higher? Oh no, we had this higher profit for these long positions. What do you call this? Long and short is also already taken. So what is a long position? A position held for a long time is a long-term position. It's a long-term short or short-term long. Complicated. Okay, leverage should now be 1. Yeah, we don't show the leverage. Maybe we show the leverage directly here because it's so directly tied into profit. Or we show it next to this slider here. Yeah, let's show it next to the slider. Slider leverage. Maybe a bit bigger. And non-object. The margin. Yeah. Not happy with the font size. Font size 20. Okay, better. Okay, it's all a bit ugly, but who cares? Leverage 1, so leverage 2. Profit rises. Profit rises even more. We get greedy. Greedy, greedy, greedy. What happens with leverage 4? Oh, 80% profit. Wow. Leverage 5. 105% profit. Even more, even more. Yeah, but doesn't it get busted somewhere? Maybe it doesn't. I mean, interesting. I mean, we have our, this max loss, 0.65% times 25. We should show this, the loss in with leverage. Yeah, let's show that. That's kind of interesting. Or we just put it somewhere there. Max loss. And max loss after leverage. After leverage. Let's put a percent sign here. It's a bit clearer. And we just calculate this. It's just max loss times leverage. Breaks. Yeah, interesting. That's actually interesting. Our maximum loss per position is so small. If a position makes 0.65% loss, we immediately close it. So we never really allow positions to go bad almost at all. I mean, this is small. It's less than 1%. If we multiply this with 25, we still only have 16% that we can lose per position. So these bad positions up here in the beginning, I'm assuming they are maybe bad, don't contribute that much. Each of them only takes 16% off. And these big positions get multiplied with 25. So in the end, we actually have multiplied our money with more than factor 11. Maybe this is a especially favorable period, or Slido values are especially chosen, but it does look like a nice result. So I'm gonna save this. Oh, I wanted the plus symbol. I think on BitGet they always have a plus if the profit is positive. I want the plus symbol. Where is it? Label profit. Label profit. Something quickly. String if this combined profit. What with zero? What's zero? How do we? Is it plus zero? Zero is plus zero, right? Zero can also get a plus. That's fine with me. Yeah, that's it. That looks much better. Nice. Leverage 25. Oh yeah. People were already impressed. I showed it to a few people, like Dietrich and another guy I met at work, and they were already impressed with the 7% in 24 hours. And now I can show them the 1100% in 24 hours. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, half hour remaining, right? This is nice. And live trade signal, okay. Yeah, I want to actually open a position. So for the coin, you should show the minimum dollar amount you can use for a position. We have to calculate that from the latest price and this minimum value that the platform defines, which is this here. I mean, some of their explanations are not the best. Minimum number of openings. Openings? Openings. Minimum number of openings. And there's base currency and quote currency. Base currency is like Bitcoin, and quote currency is US dollar or USDT. So yet again, different terminologies. And here there's actual mistakes. Maker fee and taker fee. The two parties in the trade are called maker and taker. First offers something, the other guy takes it. Maker and taker, they have different fees. Here they say market fee, which is a different thing. Market fee and limit fee, I'm pretty sure. So this is actually a mistake. It's not error-free, this whole document. And some of the stuff I just basically don't understand. Quantity multiplier, no idea. Okay, number of decimal places, that's pretty clear. Price step, don't know. Sell limit price ratio, no idea. No idea. Yeah. Open cost, no idea. We'll figure these out, I guess. I hope. Um, yeah, I need a way to open multiple windows in one project. I've figured something else out, I think. Just you should have a button here that says show this script in the new window. And the window should be remembered when you restart the project, just like the other windows are. It's not hard, I just have to do it. So yeah, I want a user interface for opening a position and for showing the current position. We did that before. Get position, for example, this one. Yeah, it's a REST call, exactly. Okay, we have this, that's not hard. Yeah, here, show open demo current position in nice text. Yeah, it shows nothing because there's no open position. If we open something, SBTC, here, use our playground money. I think you cannot, for example, have a position with $1 in Bitcoin because Bitcoin has a larger minimum. This just didn't work, even with the smallest values. Oh wait, with leverage, it actually would work. Oh, we're not logged in? Okay, that's stupid. All right, we're not logged in here. I can use the other browser, I think. Logged in here. Am I? Am I logged in? Nope. No, not logged in either. I think. No. Okay, we're not logged in. Ah, damn. You can at least show a text that says you have no position open. If there's nothing. You have no positions open, or No. Yeah, we have no positions open for coin. Yes, you have no positions open for SBTC. Could put this whole thing in a function. Show the current position for any coin. And where was the opening thing? Open position with crypto value. Okay, this one didn't work. It's dangerous code. Oops. Here we could use any ID. We can give our position any kind of, or order any kind of ID we like. Yeah, size crypto, exactly. Yeah, we need to do a bit of guesswork because we need the current price. And then we tell the system to open this and that amount of the crypto. But I'm not sure if that's exactly the same price that is used by the system. So we need some margin. If you say use $10, we should take a little bit of that off, I think, to make sure we invest a little less than $10 maybe or something. On the other hand, that gives us less profit. Well, we should have just some more money in the account to start with. We say trade with 10, but we always have 15 or something to account for this little variation maybe. And let's see. Um, yes, this was the number, the minimum coin we can bet on. So UI for opening position. UI for opening position. And price. Yeah, okay. This is the market. Current price is, yeah, min margin. How do we get the current price? We have this live ticker view. Right. Click variable TRB live ticker. And does it have last price or something? It should have. It doesn't. Oh, embarrassing. Double last price. Last prices. Last price. Yeah, and maximum margin is the amount we have in the account. Right? If we have $10, we can open a position for $10. I also got that value somewhere. Actually, I got the value in this overview thing. But overview, not finding anything. What overview page here? Null pointer exception. Oh, it's probably not loaded yet. No? What's happening? What? That used to work. Let's restart. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Put some assertions in here. What about now? Nope. Buttons. That works. So somewhere down here, you have a problem. What funds? Ah, I moved all my USDT out of the spot funds, just out of the whole platform, converted it to other crypto, actually. So yeah. So just spot funds doesn't contain USDT at all because it's empty. I think that's actually what we do in the script. If it's empty, then we return the whole, we remove the whole line. So yeah. What USDT? What USDT? I think this file should still work, and we should do the same thing here, I'm pretty sure. But let's see, later. Spot USDT. And here we just say if it's null spot USDT. No, like this. Null is, yeah, here. If is null, it's 0. Otherwise, it is this. Spot USDT available. Spot USDT available. Yes. If there's 0 in the other one, it's probably give us the same problem again. But I'll fix it when that time comes. Yeah, spot funds is 0 now. Future funds is still 13 point something. Yeah, so this is, yes. I need to put things like in a Java class and so I can, in methods, so I can reuse this. No, this is in this script. I put it into another script and I call the script from 2 other scripts, or I put it in a class. After the script kind of settles down, becomes stable more or less, you can convert it to Java. That's often a good way actually of managing the code. But this is basically the number we want. Future funds. USDT. Um, minimum. Margin allowed by platform. Maximum funds available for position, for new position. Funds, USDT. Yes, and we have these nice fields. It should probably be available for trading. I think max margin. You can invest between min margin and max margin USDT. I mean, we could show dollar for, you know, if it's for stupid users and users who don't know that much about crypto, they probably want the dollar sign because USDT is almost the same as the dollar. Let's check out the price here. USDT price. Oh, it's in euro. That's of course not the right thing. I meant USD to US dollar. Yeah, here. It's 1.00, but it's not always exactly 1.00. It went up to 1.01 here. They try to keep it the same, which is the idea of the Tether coin. So it's not exactly 100% the same, but very close. So we could show either USDT all the time, which is the precise thing, the actual thing to use, or we could show dollar because that's what people know. So do a new position on coin, something like that. Yes, you can invest between. Dollars are shown, the dollar sign is put in front with no space, with a space, with a space, I think. I think putting the dollar sign in behind the number is wrong. It's correct to put it in front. We can invest between 15 cents and $13 something. Enter a new position. Then we could have a slider or an input field and the open button. Yeah, and getting the current price seems to work fine. That's nice. So this number here could change. This lower number could change if the price changes. It could change a little bit because I think the other number is fixed. I don't change this. Maybe once in a while, not often. So fixed, and I have a slider. We have the same thing here. BitGet gives us this slider here. 0 to 100%. How much to invest? Slider. How does it work here with the minimum? Maybe if you use a low quantity here, it will just warn you when you try to execute. I would say we could just show, yeah, the minimum is at the left and the maximum at the right. So 0 to 100%. Default 50. How much would you like to invest? And then we have our slider. And then we have label amount. Old label with a bit more size. On change, and now slider. Does this work also? I think, yeah. Set text label amount, some percent value. Well, no, we want the dollar value. Dollar. Amount. And the amount is we go from 0 to 100 to min margin to max margin. Right? Form between this and that. And this. From slider. Range 0 to 100. Double range, min margin, max margin. And voila. And it doesn't work. Great plan, doesn't work. Why though? Oh, it's this other stupid problem of this. Yeah, the function is in the wrong place. Yeah, there we go. The space looks stupid. I think they actually don't use the space. How does the Americans do it? I think I see it like this all the time. Is there a space after the dollar sign? The answer is no, there's no space. Oh my god. I was so wrong. Yeah, it did look wrong, I think. So no space here, no space there. That's actually correct. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then if you click, we open a position. Yeah, we're almost done anyway. I'm not going to open the position, I think, right now. Or should I? What do you say? Should I actually open a position? 7 minutes before everybody falls asleep. Open position with crypto value. Yeah, we need leverage, we need stuff. Size crypto. Besides, it would be actual money. Yeah, I'm tempted, but I think the answer is no. I will, however, calculate the amount of crypto we are betting on. So, label amount, label crypto amount. Maybe a bit smaller, because nobody really cares. Label crypto amount. We have the coin. Crypto amount. And crypto amount is just amount divided by the price. And I wanted some brackets, round bracket. There. There you go. You can invest between blah and blah. Yeah, nice, right? Is it correct? Yeah. Price is 15 something, so this is 0.9. Cool. Maybe make this a little bigger. Up there. Center it, bold. Font size +5. Hallelujah. And we need short and long buttons. And we need leverage. We need leverage. Leverage. We try a spinner, actually. There's this nice spinner object. Spinner. A spinner. 125. Nope. A spinner. Value min max. 125. Leverage here, although it's way too big. J centered line. There we go. Leverage. How about bold? No, we don't have this. With bold label? No. I need this function right now. Oh my god. My life is a lie. Why is it not? Why is there not a with bold label? I need that with bold label. Oh my god. With bold label. Bold label. And last thing was, yeah, short and long. Either we have two buttons, like in BitGet, buy long, sell short, or it's so confusing. Buy long, sell short. Sell short seems to be like, sounds like you're closing the position, but you're opening the position. You're selling the crypto short. Both of these mean opening the position, and if you close it, it just says close. But with opening, it says buy and sell. Actually, in their app, they have different terminology. Some of these names are different in the app. Well, buy long, sell short. It's how traders talk, I guess. They would call it open long, open short, I guess. You can also say that. Buy long. Don't sell me short. That's a saying, right? Sell someone short means undervaluing somebody, selling for less value. I think that's, don't sell yourself short. That's yeah, that's like an idiom. Yeah, if you sell the crypto short, you say it's gonna fall. It's worthless. All right, anyway. Now leverage is bold, that's really nice. Can we make this spinner bold? I don't know, maybe not. Make bold. I want to see. We can actually make it bold. Wow. We can probably even change the font size. It should all work together. Yeah, that's cool. Leverage, and last thing. Yeah, let's make 2 buttons just while we're at it. J centered line. Let's make them the same size. J button. Okay, we call it buy long and sell short because the professionals call it that. No, what is wrong here? Okay. Yep, I think that was the session for today. Let's recap. What did we do? We showed the live trading signal. That was pretty cool. We added a few sliders. We talked about leverage. We made this user interface for opening positions. Yeah, that's all we did, right? And we played around a little bit with the sliders and got 1100% profit in one day. Buy long, sell short, but of course it's way too small. Big button. Can you do 2 more minutes? You can do it. The big button text is a J button text, and it is of course bold, and its font size is 20 there, and there's a margin thing. Inset, there's inset, I think. Inset. Set. Not incest, but inset. Stupid joke. Inset. No. With inset. No, synonym of with margin. That's the wrong one. Set insets or something. No. Here, J button with inset. It's a whole different kind of button. J button. Oh, I can paste. J button with inset. Only what is that? And it needs to be green and red. Foreground. Set foreground. Okay, this inset stuff is not working. Let's ignore this for now. Let's say set foreground white. Yes, and set background. And here we have color. Forgot what the actual colors were. There somewhere. Let's use similar colors. Yeah. Super ugly, but who cares? Okay, that was it. That's it. Boom. How much would you like to invest? And screenshot. Okay. Have a good night. Let's check out tomorrow if we are all awake and ready and whatever. Thank you very much for attending. Applause for all of us. Good night. Bye bye.